Let's get eliminated. It is May 13th, 2026 in Farlands and Beyond world. We're 3.4% along the western Farlands wall and 90,376.32 megabytes collected in our world save file. And if you've got your woofs ready, then I believe I am ready to continue.
Captain's log, stardate 6051. Had trouble sleeping last night. My hiatal hernia is acting up. The ship is drafty
Woof.
and damp.
I heard
I
it.
complain, but nobody listens.
Woof.
I heard it. Woof. It was a woof. Jan Skalvik interrupted. How dare they? With their 125 months in the subtub. Let's grab that dog and continue north.
I'm very greedy.
That was very loud. Those were very loud noises. Thank you, whoever bought the two things that were on my throne list. Now let's hope that Throne can actually deliver them, which they've been unable to do in the recent past. But thank you. Somebody got me my favorite tea to drink while streaming because I was out. And also a USB add-on faceplate card thing for my PC, which has USB problems. it has some real USB based issues. So thank you. Yeah, we have, I mean, we haven't tried playing that game again with a webcam. We tried to load up Hosey, which is that cozy kind of room cleaning and then unpacking and organizing game. Kind of a diorama sort of a situation. And it completely killed our computer and killed the webcam completely. We're back on that webcam. I tried using another webcam I have, but it was junk. But like there still are just like USBs will like disconnect and disappear at random times. We determined that my mouse freezing might be to USBs plugged in, particularly the Stream Deck, if it had animated keys, buttons, because they're basically little tiny screens. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully having like something else that isn't dependent just on. I mean, it uses the motherboard USB, but maybe then I can disconnect the front-facing USBs. Since I, you know, those cause me problems too. So yes, thank you whoever did that. I'll find out eventually, unless you gifted those anonymously. Why does it lag? It doesn't lag. It's floating point. The game is imprecise about where we're located. Because the numbers is too big. Mirror. Oh, that was a... I've got to get rid of this green music disc, because what I gotta do is definitely one of the things I gotta do. You know what I can do? Is turn all this coal into torches. That'll help. Indeed. In the last stream, we spent all stream looking at bird pictures. The girlfriend and I went down to the local wildlife refuge because there's a very rare white-faced ibis. And we seen it, and I got pictures of it. And there was much rejoicing. And then we got a bunch of pictures of a bunch of other birds. Various shorebirds who hang out in the muddy tide flats and estuary. It's an estuary. Got my 10,000 steps in. And my 10,000 pictures in. So many pictures. In the newest version, there is no Farlands. Correct. The version after this, even. This is beta 1.7.3. In beta 1.8, they fixed/removed the Farlands. So that's what we did. What was that? Monday? I think that was Monday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. That adds up. And then yesterday, I spent all day lying underneath the Datsun. My favorite way to spend a day. Pretty neat. I do say so myself. And I do. That's an interesting way to spend your day. Get out. Banned. Oh, hi, hi, hi. I thought I would take it upon myself to try to finally install the new rear differential mount. Since I bought it like 3 months ago. Trying to track down the source of weird metal on metal noises. Turns out I couldn't do it. Long story short, the differential mount is really stuck on there. I could do it, but it would require me removing the entire rear differential, which I was not prepared nor interested in doing. I tried to remove the exhaust, which was in the way. I finally got one nut off, only to find the other one was rounded off and couldn't be removed anyway, so that didn't happen. I did and was able to replace the strap. The arresting strap that goes over the top of the rear differential that presumably stops it from flapping upwards. I replaced that, but the mount itself seemed fine. I can never tell if it's not, like, under stress, but it was complete. It wasn't, like, ripped or torn. I just could not. There were 2 bolts that were inaccessible. They were half hidden, so you couldn't get it at with a, like, impact wrench. And they were, like, through bolts that had a top part, and you couldn't get up into the top area. I'm like, well, this is staying. This is staying where it is, and the next owner will get a new differential mount bushing if they care to do that. The Datsun. We're talking about the Datsun. I was able to replace the inner rear suspension bushings. Since I was down there. And that was fine, other than reconnecting it. I had to have the girlfriend help me put it in place. Side sleeping. And yeah, I was very dirty. I was a very dirty guy. Get on that boat, sheep! Get on that boat! Have a fun time. There's so much baked on, crusty grease and road grime I was rolling in. The girlfriend said I looked like I just got back from the coal mine when I was done. But yeah, that was an all-day affair, and I don't like doing that. I don't like working on the Datsun. I think I'm done with doing that. Like, an oil change I'll do. It needs an oil change, but then I think I'm done with that. No more, please. My wrist hurts again. Remember my wrist that the doctors couldn't figure out why it hurt from doing this? Wrenches. Not a spawner. Doesn't seem that far. Oh. Okay, now it seems far. Okay, what if I just, I know I hate... Wolfie! Digging through this way on account of the being able to see through the world. Oh, didn't mean to do that. What is happening? Okay. Flawless. You missed car yoga. Yes, yes, yes. I think the girlfriend sent Cone a picture of me toiling under the car. Oh, hi! Hi! Yoink. Cars are a pain. Yes. To catch you up, long story short, a few months ago I bought a new differential mount. So I'm like, I'll do that. Yesterday. Can't do that. Bolts inaccessible. Completely stuck on. I would need to completely remove the differential, and I didn't want to do that. So I didn't do that. I instead replaced the inner rear suspension bushings and the differential. There's like a strap. The original is like fabric, but the replacement was like rubber that goes over the top of the diff to stop it from flipping upwards, because it's only mounted on the bottom. I was able to do that. But everything else was a fail. And that 30-minute job only took me 7 hours. And a head full of grease and grime. And I basically said I'm done with that. Couple of showers, one shower, but with I used that orange degreasing soap. You know, the hand soap, except I used it all over my body. The Gojo, yeah. With the grit in it? No, I don't have the one with the grit in it. I've got some other one that works pretty good still. It is just a hand soap, and it says not to get it in your eyes, but I still used it on my head because I was completely greasy. Ow. Now that sounds like it hurts. Using a fingernail scrub brush all over your body? Exfoliating my epidermis. Oh, I have a boat, dang it. Now I have 3. Boat hand. So yeah. And I did find a fuel leak, which was very funny. It reminded me very much of Power's fuel leak, where it's just like a rotten hose and clamp. I gotta replace that. Maybe that's why it smells of fuel in the car when I'm driving it. Although it's probably the exhaust more so, but... Indeed. Anybody interested in a 78 280Z located in Western Washington? I'll even throw in a brand new differential mount for you to do the job yourself. When was the last time you saw bedrock? Pretty recently. I think we dug down doing caving and mining at the Farlands monument. There was an episode, I forgot which episode it was. It must have been like episode 400 or something like that, where like the special thing we did was dig a shaft down to bedrock. Because we hadn't at that point yet. So yeah, we've seen bedrock occasionally. The Farlands doesn't affect the bedrock, which is strange. But yeah, the Farlands goes all the way down to bedrock, which you can plainly see right here. Which you can obviously not see right here. Yes, Blathy. You are correct. Can I see it through the blocks? No. Spooky bedrock. More importantly, we're keeping our eye out for a Farlands spawner. We have been making some decent progress. Oh, come back. I'm gonna be there by the time I get in the boat. Must be very rare. I'd assume they are. And even more rare to have them on the border visible. So I'd be surprised if we find one on the border. It's basically like, even in normal terrain, like sticking to 0-0 while walking. How many spawners will you find along the 0 axis, right? There's so many other places for them to spawn. Besides sleeping. How many did you find on the way to the Farlands? I don't know that we've ever counted. Nor did I put any, like, signs or anything. I was gonna say you could... Well, I guess you could you could probably... like, try to find the block ID. Well, no, if you tried to find the block ID for Moss Cobble in the overview map, you would find all the... That would list all the spawners that we loaded but didn't even go into either, so that wouldn't be accurate. I don't think there is a way. Dozens! Dozens, I say! 1 or 2 double spawners. I mean, what did we find? 13 gold apples or something like that? We must have found at least 100 spawners. Ah, that's cool. Careful, Wolfie! That's what it was. It was kind of a waterfall. I mean, it was a waterfall. I mean, it was like a portal of a water tube. A mail slot for water. What else is new? Oh, the girlfriend and I were looking I mean, I don't want to make any sort of proclamations. The girlfriend is more spearheading this than I am. But looking to eat less meat, or perhaps try being vegetarian, vegan for a bit. See how easy, difficult, expensive, annoying it might be. Am I going to need new shoes for work? I have a lot of shoes. I'm not 100% sure what kind of work it's going to be. I think it's going to be mostly urban. I don't think there's going to be any, like, deep woods hiking or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking of getting, like... I've always kind of wanted, like, a pair of boots. Like, work boots. This would be a good excuse, too. Of course, it's also going to be the summer. So perhaps something lighter weight. You started your vegan journey a month ago. You found it best to ease into it. I mean, that's what we're doing. Like, I mean, it's funny, we went grocery shopping and I had, like, recipes in mind, so we bought a bunch of stuff, but we haven't made any of those recipes yet, just because, like last night, I was underneath a car, covered in grease until 7:30 p.m. But yeah, we do have, like, a bunch of meat in the freezer still. But we actually, the last, like, I think the last 3 dinners have been vegetarian. We made an, egg, what is it? What's that called? It's like an egg casserole? Baked egg? Egg. Called egg. Not a quiche. It wasn't in a crust. It was a, bucatini. It was a egg with, like, vegetable frittata. That's the one. Frittata. Yes, yes, yes. We had a frittata with just vegetables and no meat mixed in. Obviously egg, whatever, but... And then last night the girlfriend made pasta. But with, I have, Robert, my Bob's Reds Mills, as a vegan, non-meat. It's basically tofu, but in crumble form, that you, like, rehydrate, and it acts as ground meat. But I'm finding a lot of Indian cuisine. That's vegetarian, vegan. Problem is it's all bean-based. A lot of stuff is very bean-based. And the girlfriend does not eat beans. So, no lentils. No beans. Which I kind of agree with her on the lentil side of things. Not a fan of a lentil. The girlfriend doesn't eat mushrooms either. we don't really want to do like the meat substitute thing. Like I can't. Like a lot of the meat substitutes aren't gluten-free, like corn and all those other meat-free patties. All have wheat in them. The Beyond Meat doesn't, but we've both, Beyond Meat is both expensive, but also like very salty, too salty. Yeah, I think I see your message about make your lunch vegan first. I don't know if I can do that on account of my very consistent ham sandwich every single day for lunch. So I think we're gonna start with dinners. Oh, hello. Since we tend to have the most variety with our dinners anyway. Oh, sun setting, I guess. And we're up in this precarious situation. I mean, yeah, my breakfast is oatmeal and granola and blueberries. Almond milk. So yeah, I don't think it should, like, shouldn't be that difficult. Except for the lunch part. Not a side sleep. Moo to you too, my friend. You love cheese too much to go vegan? There's vegan cheese! Or it's exactly the same. Oh, go onto the ice, Wolfie. Okay.
Oh, thank you. That's, very magnanimous of you.
As the clock strikes midnight, the day just turned into the amount birthday of Jack, my cat.
Remy, top tip of the day. $14 in honor of your cat Jack turning 14 themselves. Thank you very much. Top tip. Peepers and Niblet say meow. Mostly Peepers, though. Niblet doesn't talk that much.
Oh, and of lesser importance, it is also my C amount birthday.
Remy Monson with a new top tip of the day. Out topping their last tip. $50 tip for your birthday? You're 50? Aren't you supposed to receive gifts on your birthday and not give them? Thank you very much. 30 minutes added to the clock now. Feel free to send me any you wish. How about them apples?
KurtJMac gifted a tier 1 sub to Remy Monson.
Happy birthday. Got him. I usurped pallet hands on that gift sub. I just handed Twitch $6 for them to turn around and give me $3.50 back. Twitch is a machine that turns $6 into $3. $120 viewers? Where'd y'all come from? So Wednesday afternoons, eh? YouTube has this new-ish feature in the analytics that tells you, like, most of your viewers are on YouTube at this time, like, throughout the days of the week. And I've been trying to, like, time my video releases around them, but I don't know. I don't know how accurate it is to be able to base video views on that. The diamond sword is so blue. Let me wash it off. There. Ooh. Spooky. Well, this is part of a texture pack, a very mild texture pack that includes the slightly bluer diamond tools and diamonds. And oh, it's still, I gotta get one that says Farlands and Beyond. I don't even know how that's done. Careful, pig. Careful, pigs. Careful. Oh, he died. That was not good. Oh. Okay, he left some residue. Let's get it, Wolfie. I know how that feels, pig. Jumping off the Farlands, although that was only one dip of water. I died in 2 deep of water somehow. That's a self-processed pig product right there. SPPP. Ooh. Ah! Look at that bridge. Oh, way overshot. What's my go-to order at a Mexican restaurant? I mean, usually tacos, but otherwise, like the one that nobody else gets, I'll get the flautas. The flautas. Like if they've got a flautas plate. Pretty good. But yeah, the place we go to usually get tacos. They have good nachos, but that's like a big plate. Tacos usually pork or El Pastor pork. Flautas. They're also called something else by Taco Bell. That's like a more Americanized popular name. Basically an enchilada that's been fried. So it's crispy. Taquitos, that's it. A taquito, yeah, is what Taco Bell calls it. Yeah, they're just like 3 little rolls of fried tortilla with meat on the inside, and then with like all the toppings on top. You prefer your toppings on the bottom? I get it, because they're called toppings.
I like taquitos.
I want some taquitos. Use. How does again, looking for like vegetarian vegan stuff, has anybody ever done like shredded jackfruit tacos or pulled pork? That's just something I feel like wouldn't work. But it's like a popular alternative. How would you ever cook jackfruit? Because you're vegan? I presume it's because it has the right, like, shredded texture. Alright, I'll take that as a no from everybody.
Have you got any grease?
Yes, yes we do.
Then grease me up, woman!
Okie dokie.
Glad to catch a stream again.
Spartang, thank you for 2 years in the subtub. You went to a barbecue place, they had jackfruit burger as a vegan option, it was pretty decent. Cone made homemade chorizo and potato tacos. They were delicious. You'll never have them again. Why? The after effects? So now when you say homemade, the chorizo wasn't homemade. I'm imagining Cone with a meat grinder. Making his own sausage. The after effects were not good. Yeah, chorizo... on its own is, I feel, a bit much. If I use chorizo, it's like a small amount. Just like pan-fried. And then, like, you add your actual meat to that just to, like, get infused with some of the chorizo greasings. But, like, on its own, I don't think it's very good. For that and other reasons, yes. You raised the pig. Have you ever had linguica? I'm assuming that's tongue. Right, yeah. Or yeah, you make the chorizo, and then you remove the chorizo from the skillet, and then you add the potatoes. Yeah. And then you throw away the chorizo. That's just what you gotta do next. I don't know what linguica is. Corn, yeah. I mean, I can't have flour tortillas, but corn tortillas. But there's like the white corn and the yellow corn. They're all good. I feel like the only thing that flour tortillas to me are good for are burritos. Not that I can have them, but like, those are my thoughts. I mean, we make our own corn tortillas sometimes. We got the corn tortilla press. Thank you, Curios, for the raid. It's essentially Portuguese chorizo, slightly different and not really spicy. Linguiça. Linguiça. Ah, that's a well-known fact, Cone. I am glad you could join today, yes, Cone. I saw you, you did stream Wreckfest the other day / night. Ah, come back! No! The updates were really good. We're talking Wreckfest 2, I presume? I should probably pick that up. Oh, What direction did you walk toward the Farlands? West. This is the western wall. Farlands. And now we're going north. It's already more expensive. Perfect. I'm glad I held out. Side sleeping. Dance Dance Revolution or Guitar Hero? I mean, if I had to choose, Guitar Hero. But neither of them exist anymore. Trombone Champ is the real choice. Well, now you between me and Beef, you're in the middle time zone. Boat! Oh my god, this is like the 4th time I've done this today. Real slippery boats. All that chorizo grease. Roll the R. Chorizo. Arrrr. Is it? Is it a rolled R? Ooh. Oh, thanks, Wolfie. Oop. Oh, don't fall down there, Wolfie. He's fine. Probably. Yep, he's fine. My R's are rolled from the factory. What in the heck? Beep, 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 doo. Somebody did buy, like 2 separate people bought my old Volvo radio head unit and the old Subaru radio head unit with the not working touchscreen. Well, that's nice. Like for $25 each, but it helps. Put a little dent in what I paid for the replacement ones. Oh. You recently replaced the touchscreen. Yeah, I mean, I saw on eBay that you could buy like a replacement touchscreen, but I didn't care to try. It probably would have been maybe cheaper, but probably more of a pain in the ass. So I just bought like a replacement used one. And that was difficult in and of itself. To replace the radio in your Subaru Crosstrek, you must first disassemble the entire dashboard. Including removing the shin airbag from beneath the steering wheel. What's up, you shin airbags? You want to see my shin bag? All right. Can we make it to 3.5%? Side sleeping? That's a minefield. Oh, we're at 3.49. This long amount of boating will help. Oh, one in front of me. Is there any difference in the amount of ocean near the Farlands? No, the terrain on this side of the Farlands generates completely as normal. As in, like, mathematically, there's no difference in the prevalence of oceans or anything. I mean, yeah, even in the Farlands or busts, we definitely had, like, boat-heavy days versus not. It's all subjective. Objective? Subjective? One of those two. Whichever one means the thing that I want it to mean. Objective. Wolfie. Oh, no, he's pushing me into the Farlands. What are you doing? Ah, stop it. I'm trying to do something. Oh, I was trying to get the boat to go up the waterfall. I did get word on the mural. And that it's finished and they want us to come by. But they want to be able to have all the winners there. So they're trying to schedule a time to do so. Go in the Farlands, please? We've done that. We've delved deep into the Farlands. $3.5%, we did it. There, I'm in the Farlands. That was Wolfie. Ooh, sorry. Excuse me again. Blah, 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 blah. It got cold today. It was like 80 yesterday, and I think it's barely above 60 today. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. All right, let's not do that. Whoop. Oh, you're fine. He's doing good. He's great. Oh. Well, this sure is a menagerie of paths and landscapes. Perfect. Have a seat, Wolfie. Let us secure the hidey hole. Guess I gotta collect more wood in the next day. Got half a heart back. My armor doing? Helmet. Helmet and boots. I might want to consider doing something about this. But yeah, let's take a break and back up the world. $90,484.58 megabytes. Back at it with another one of those block rockin' Farlands. That's right. Continuing on our way to what is hopefully 3.6% on this May 13th, 2026. Have you got your woofs ready? Woof! Wolfie does. Let's secure, grab, and walk. Dang Farlands looking so cool most of the time. Making it difficult to choose a thumbnail for this one. Indeed. Oh, we also went, did I mention we went to the Bonsai Museum again this past weekend? They were having Bonsai Fest, so we went on Saturday. Hello? Well, I guess I showed some pictures when I was looking at pictures yesterday, or the other day, of the birds. There were also bonsai pictures. But yeah, they had like a free weekend. And in addition to their normal bonsai display, which was it. We'd never been there. I mean, we've only started going there this past summer, fall. Well, a lot of their trees in the springtime have flowers, so that's very cool. They're flowering species. But then being Bonsai Fest, they had a bunch of like local collections on display. Big and little situations. There's even the little super extra tiny ones. There's a whole like club there. I forgot what that's called. It's like a special name for like the little tiny teacup sized. Spooky noises. Spooky spawner. Don't fall in the spawner, Wolfie. We could try to get that spawner. Or we could skip it. Because it is underwater, and those are a pain in the butt. I say we skip it. We don't need iron. I nearly have 50 iron. Oh. Dog. What are you doing? Go get her. You just got spooked. Woof. You know. Right. Get her. Did you come home with any new plants? No, I mean, they also had people selling bonsai there, but they're very expensive. We have enough little saplings and shrubs and things to turn into bonsai that I don't think we're at a stage of buying pre-bonsai'd bonsai. The girlfriend did, strangely, have an interview with a bonsai shop. One we've been to before. They were looking for like a store manager. Not exactly the thing she wanted to do, but she's trying to get something full-time, and that didn't work out. It was very much a one of many businesses that this wealthy entrepreneur owns.
Was the store surprisingly small?
Ba-dum-bum. Where he basically just buys businesses and then is very hands-off with them. So yeah, that wasn't her vibe. Oh, speaking of vibes, I need planks. I also probably need an axe. Oh. I did use the bonsai wire that somebody got me on Throne a while ago to repot and kind of wire up our existing bonsai. An entire forest decimated for my insatiable thirst for wood and wood-based products. There we go. Fix. All right. I don't need any more saplings. Thank you. What was I gonna build here? Boats. Gah! Careful, Wolfie. You spent too long watching bonsai videos yesterday. You do not have any bonsai. Yeah, I mean, that's a rabbit hole I got into on YouTube for a bit. Balloonk. Success. Thank you. All right. You know you're an adult when you say something like, we really do need the rain. Oh. Oh. Pitter, pitter, patter, pit. Normal sleeping. What's a good, we have down here in the basement a couple of just spider plants that are quite old and pretty scraggly looking. Just hanging from the ceiling. What's a good... You can Google for me. I know I could Google this myself, but what's a good, like, hanging plant? My girlfriend's interested in ferns. An indoor hanging plant. Not like a vining plant. Upstairs we do have a vining pothos. Yeah, we do have pothos upstairs. Like, that's a vining. Yeah. I wouldn't call that a fern either. But something that would go well in a hanging pot. Yeah, I got spider plants out the yin-yang. A Boston fern. Is it pronounced Boston? A Boston fern? Hold on, I gotta Google it. It doesn't know what it looks like. Boston fern. That's not bad. Yeah, the $25 from the Home Depot. Air plants. Those are. Whoa! Speaking of air plants, air fell down. Wolfie was fine. I don't really like air plants. Like, something that is in the soil. The soil. I did just get some cactus and succulent soil. Because we went to one of the girlfriend's friends' weddings. And as the, like, party favors, they gave out little succulent plants. And I just, like, planted them, and, like, they're, like, literally growing over the pots and spilling onto the table. So I'm good on succulents. And I've propagated some, too, because some of the little nubbins fell off, and then I propagated them, and now they're growing their own. Do you ever get curious about what's beyond the Farlands? I know what's beyond the Farlands. It's more Farlands. It's Farlands all the way down. It does not corrupt, I suppose, at, what is it? What would it be? 16 million blocks out or something? You'd get another floating point, which then would be like 2 blocks off. I guess I'm a little bit curious about what that looks like, but not walk. Is it 16 or 18 million? I don't remember. But not like walk another 14. Or wait, 4 million blocks, 5 million blocks to find out. In that direction, anyway. This direction, sure. We've already got our little floating point offset going north here. Soleolia? A soleolia. Now I gotta Google these. Soleolia? Known as baby tears. And Rojillo discolor. Oh, that's an interesting fern. I like the colors on that fern. Moses in the cradle plant. Who comes up with these names? Sweet Moses in the cradle plant. Yoink. Get him, Wolfie. Don't go into the Farlands, though! Oh god, is he still going after that pig? Hi. Well, that one I was gonna eat to get my half a heart back, but now I guess I've got to get you full to health. He is. He's still looking at that pig. We gotta get out of here. Let it go! Okay, he's fine now. think he's fine. Now he's forever going into the Farlands. That would be not good. These pigs are dry, Wolfie. Ah, not this one. Oh, I must have ate one of those that I gave to Wolfie. Never mind. Oops. Ah, jeez. Oh, this was a mistake. Secret pumpkins. Oh. I seen that guy. Did you see that guy? Definitely seen the guy. There's that guy. 23 skidoo. Oh. Good thing I seen that guy. You're writing a collision report? Are you an insurance adjuster? A duster? Dust that insurance off. You was in a car accident. Are you okay? Got a big gash on your forehead. Did your shin airbags go off? Oh. The sun visor hit your forehead. How does that work? Ah, you were rear-ended and then pushed into the car in front of you. But yeah, make sure you make that clear. Because the insurance of the car in front of you might try to make it seem like you hit them first and then were rear-ended second. So just make sure you make aware that there were two collisions. One into you and then you into the person in front. And also, something I learned the hard way. You're probably going to get a call from somebody about the accident. Saying they're from insurance. Make sure, before you answer any questions, they clarify whose insurance. Because a lot of time, they'll do that and make you think it's your insurance, so it's like, okay, say things. And then at the end of the call, they'll be like, well, we are representing the other driver. So just make sure not to get caught off guard by that. Quick, let's throw a bunch of advice at them to make them extra confused and nervous. No, but somebody I follow on Instagram just had what happened to us with the Kia boys driving through our fence. Happened to them, drove through their fence. Didn't hit their car, but I was telling them how it worked out for us. In that the offending car's insurance will not cover anything because that driver wasn't behind the wheel. Well, no kidding, because it was stolen. Ugh. The car is still insured, is it not? But anyway, that's ancient history. Right, I guess my question is, what happens if, say, the car is parked on a hill, the parking brake fails, and it rolls down the hill and smashes into a car and a house? The insured driver is not behind the wheel. Property damage and liability. Well, how is it any different from property damage and liability if the car gets stolen, runs into a car and a house? Roll out of the car going 60 miles per hour. The Homer approach. So yeah, anyway, we had to have the house insurance cover repairing the fence and removing the big Jersey barrier that fell into our driveway, which was like $600 just to get a crane to come and move that. And then separately, I'd use my car insurance to cover the Subaru that got hit. Excuse me. Do I have gravel? No, that's cobblestone. The old gravel or cobblestone routine. Oh yeah, my friends. Starting in June, I am going to have a full-time job. It is Monday through Thursday, 10-hour days. But that might finally be the thing that gets me to have a streaming schedule. Hello? Free sheep. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Are you going full-time work on the Datsun? I mean, I just did that yesterday, and I decided I quit that job. It's not for me. My bones and organs and emotional state can't deal with that anymore. Whoa. The moths run free Friday to Sunday. Ooh. Have a seat, Wolfie. I do not need you falling. Anorama. Okay, I should not have come up here. This is clear to me now. Oh, okay. I didn't even get a chance to say careful, Wolfie. Oh my god, this... Ah! Dang, this floating point. Ow. Dang it! Thanks, Wolfie. North, we're going north. You want to see the double jiggle at the corner? Oh yeah, like walking at a diagonal. That's gonna be wacky. Supersize my jiggle. Careful, Wolfie. I almost pushed him in there. That would have been my fault. Oh, thanks, Wolfie. Thanks more. Thank you for that more. Do it again. The girlfriend finished painting the upstairs hallway and the basement stairwell. Round of applause for that. All that's left is she's gonna do the the front room. Whew. It's like a whole new house. Bleep, 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 bleep. Oh. Hello. All right, Wolfie, have a seat. I'm just curious what this hole is all about. It looks like a spawner, but it's just a hole. Put that on a t-shirt.
Have you got any grease?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Then grease me up, woman!
Okie dokie.
Sometimes a hole is just a hole.
It's true. Razorov, thank you for 2 years in the subtub. Subtub. That's the second 2-year resub of the day. So, heard any good rumors lately? Seen any movies lately? People still see movies? Oh, that's a great diving board. You saw Project Hail Mary? Was it good? Was it enjoyable? I mean, I liked The Martian. I tried to read The Martian. I do not like the author. Yeah. Yeah, he does think a lot of himself, but overall he's kind of a dullard. Excited for the next season of The Three Body Problem. We watched that. It's okay. Like, I'm assuming there's a lot from the books that can't be translated into the show. It's hard to believe the premise of there's an alien invasion that's going to... Sorry, spoiler alert. There's an alien invasion that's going to happen in 100 years. And then the world all comes together to try to plan for and outwit and solve that before it happens. Which is very much something that the world does not do. I mean, even just any government putting effort into solving a problem that will only affect future generations. 100 years, let alone 20 years in the future, is definitely something that they do not do. But then again, wasn't it written by a Chinese author? I think that might be a little bit more aspirational of their culture than, say, Western culture. All right, what is the Sheep Detectives? You've piqued my interest. A movie about sheep that stole a mystery. Is it also wrapped in a riddle? In the form of an enigma? The murder mystery. But they're sheep and goats. So this is an animated film? No. Now I'm very confused. Live action with CGI. So the sheep are people. So the sheep are alive. They talk. They're characters. That's about. Besides leaving. I have not heard of the Sheep Detectives. What's it on? I mean, not what's it about. I mean, like, what's it streaming on or visible on? It's on theaters. Ah. That just made me sad. I mean, same thing, I guess, with Hail Mary and The Devil Wears Prada too. How are theaters staying open is my question. Other than, like, raising the price of a ticket to $25 that you have to reserve ahead of time in their app. They have one employee. Yeah, I guess. It's the Dollar General approach. Project Hail Mary is no longer in theaters. The theater? Stay above the ice, Wolfie. Boop, 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 boo. Ooh. I feel like soon movie companies will be like, this movie is only in theaters for 1 month and then it's gone forever. I mean, that's kind of how video games are these days. Live service video games. I'm sorry, The Crew and The Crew 2? You purchased those at full price for a full video game? But it needs a completely always online component? And we shut down the servers? That's too bad. We will be saving your money and saying screw you. Are you gonna Forza? I requested a key. They've given me keys in the past. Or I've played it when they give me a Xbox Games Pass. Yeah, I mean, I really haven't been following that story, but the Stop Killing Games effort. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna, like, day one buy Forza. Like, I think of all of them, it seems the most interesting to me because it takes place in Japan. But then I also know that it's probably just another Forza game. I don't know that we can expect anything groundbreaking difference or brand new gameplay mechanics or technology that we haven't seen in the previous 5. Maybe they'll give you an actual character customizer instead of having to choose from the same 5 preset dweebs as your driver. Excuse me. The ability to race 5 laps instead of 3? Right. I bet you'll definitely be racing against a helicopter or some other sort of airborne vehicle or dirigible. Or a train or a boat. wonder if they're gonna do the Hayabusa crossing. You gotta wait for the green light. Or else you mow down 600 pedestrians trying to cross the street. I bet you they're gonna go nuts with the cherry blossom petal effects, which will do great things for the Twitch encoding algorithm. Pointers. Oh, I don't need wool. I have a whole stack of wool. You'll keep your wool this day, sheep. Detectives. I mean, they should have... I might have to buy it if we discover they have a Toyota Crown Hearse in the game. Or even one of the ridiculous, like, wooden ones with the pagoda on the back. Right, DLC. Well, got it that time. Totes my boats. What I probably should do to my PC is uninstall the capture card I have in there. I don't think we're going to be playing console games anytime soon. Maybe that's extra power and bandwidth that's being taken unnecessarily. Hey, 3.6%. We did it. Spooky noises. Oh, did they already, like, release the car list? Can you disable the capture card? I'm sure I could disable it in, like, the device manager. I don't know if that means it's no longer taking power, or just that, like, the driver is disabled. Is there a Toyota Crown? Is there a Toyota Century? That would be cool, too. Forza Horizon 6 is 155 gigs. Yikes. There is a Crown, no Century. Now that's strange, because the Century is the V12. Is it a? Is there a Crown wagon? Or is it just the Crown sedan? The tack. Oh, that's the worst one. The 2005 Super Deluxe Taxi. Is it the one? Maybe it's the one that has the head thing that opens that like ZK found on Ranwood Park that one time. Yeah, that just makes me like think that the people making Forza, obviously they're mostly beholden to the automakers who want to look cool in the game. Put their latest cool models so they're not like spending a lot of time on old models that don't exist anymore. Like old K cars and obscure enthusiast items. With the SVX, so they got the JDM SVX. Four-wheel steering. Does it? Yeah, like an S-Cargo or what's the little three-wheeled one? The I mean, Gran Turismo has more of those. There is an SVX and an S-Cargo. Okay. They're slowly winning me back. And a Nissan POW. Ooh. A Cheaty Snow Bridge. Liquidy. $3.61%. No, we ruined it. We're just walking so fast and furious. There's 2 escargots. Wolfie, come down here. Nope, this way. Slippery. All right. All right. We got our breathing holes. We got our security sand. Ooh, that would be a hard bed. You know what? Let's replace our helmet. All right. That's done something. All right. We did it. Much more progress done. Let's go to sleep and back up the world. Engage. 90,589.57 megabytes and 3.61%. Bing.